This is the back of the DMX Operator. Starting from the left, we have the MIDI input. This is used to control the DMX Operator from an external MIDI device. Next, we have the DMX Polarity Select switch. This is used to control the output of the DMX out so that you have either two positive or two negative. This makes it compatible with most product on the market. Next, we have the DC input. It requires from 9 to 12 volts, 300 milliamp minimum, with a tip being positive. This is a light stream controlled DMX Operator. It is an intelligent lighting controller, but you can also use it to control part cams. What I've done here is hook up two pocket scans to scanner button number 1 and number 2. How you do this is each scanner button will handle 16 channels for a total of 192 channels, but you must address them to begin properly. In other words, number 1 begins at 1, number 2 begins at 17, 3 33, 4 is 49, 5 65, 6 is 81, and so on. So I've set the first pocket scan to number 1 and the second pocket scan to number 17, which begins with number 2 scanner. We're going to start by programming this light. To program the light, what we first do is go up to program. The program button, we push it and hold it down for 2 seconds, 3 seconds actually, and you'll see the program LED in the display start to blink. Next is pick the scanners we're going to do, number 1 and number 2, which are our pocket scans. Then we go to number 5, which is the shutter for the pocket scan. Bring it up and you'll see it lights up. It's already set up with a gobo. We can change those gobos. We can change position of the lights. Move them anywhere we want. What I'm going to do to show you how to program, we're going to set it up into a simple little box pattern. This will be our first corner of the box. Hit MIDI control, then hit scene 1. This is going into scene 1. There's 8 scenes in this bank. There are 30 banks, so you get a total of 240 scenes. This is scene 1 of bank 1. Next, we're going to go to the next channel, which is across the way. Go up a little bit. That would be our second scene of the box. We go MIDI record, scene 2. Well, now I'm going to come down, go over a little bit. That would be scene 3. So this is MIDI record, scene 3. As you notice, when I hit it, all the LEDs are blinking, telling me it's receiving the command. Next, we go over to the next position, which is a finish of our corner box. Hit MIDI record, scene 4. Now by doing it, we have now scene 1, scene 2, scene 3, scene 4. So you'll notice it's scanning rather slow. I forgot to mention that the pocket scans have a speed control on them. So what we need to do is recall scene 1. We're going to be editing this program now so that it moves back and forth faster. By bringing up, we go up to 254 and then re-enter that program. It's going to move faster. I'll show you what I'm talking about. See how the slow movement? Now we move that again, set it to 254, which is the top speed for the re-record it. Now watch how fast it moves back and forth. Compare with the old non-speed setting. So we're going to modify those also. Again, we recall that scene, readjust this, go up to 254, re-enter it, go back to 4, do the same thing. The reason it's difficult, the pocket scan has a feature that when you put number 6 all the way up to 255, it automatically runs itself to the sound. It has a built-in sound chase. Just one of the features on there. So now let's go back and check those scenes out. See if it's moving fast enough. 1, 2, 3, 4. It is faster. Now we could go ahead and chase these scenes, but I'm going to go ahead and enter these others. I've already entered some positions, so we're going to go ahead and we record those. 6, 7, and 8. So now you'll see that's a simple scene. We can go ahead now and do what's called a scene chase. To scene chase this, all we merely have to do is get out of the program mode by pushing and holding the program. The unit goes into blackout. You can tell by the little blackout LED. Hit the blackout button. Now it is in scene 1, bank 1. To make that move to speed, we merely hit the auto delete button. It's auto run is what we're setting up. Now you have the choice of making it move now it's moving to the speed setting. See, it's going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Or in this auto mode, we also can use the tap sync. The tap sync will allow you to set up to the speed you want. I want it to move, if you notice, it's moving to that speed. Let go and it continues. We want it to move a little bit slower. There also is a fade time. Let me slow this down even more. We can also set the fade time. By moving fade time, we can have it take slower to move from one to the other. See, it's moving, taking its time moving now. I happen to like them to snap. Another option of chasing is you turn off the auto delete button. You can manually step through the scenes, or you can hit the music chase. In music mode, it automatically picks up the beat of the music, so it goes to the music. That's called scene chasing. Here's some additional features you can do. If you see right now we're in bank 1, scene 1. If we go up to bank 2, there is nothing in this program. So what you can do to help you in programming is you go back down to number 1. Here's where they were. We go into program mode. Again, it's in bank number 1. We hit the we hit the MIDI record button. Then we go up to the bank we want to assign. We're going to copy this whole bank to bank number 2. Now we hit music bank copy. When we do that, you saw the lights blinking. Now we're in bank 2, scene 1. Now we've copied it all over, and now we can edit it. We want to change the gobos. Yeah, we want it to have chasing gobos. Hit MIDI record, scene 1. We can do the same thing to scene 2. Let's change the colors too. Just to show you, here's bank 1, scene 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we go up to bank 2, here's scene 1, 2, 3, and 4. Position's the same, but we've changed the colors and gobos. That's a real fast way to start editing. I'm going to show you how to set the chase. Now, it's always good when you have chases, because I'm not sure if there's anything in here. We can go and delete the chase. What we do is hold the chase down, and then in program mode, hold the chase down and hit delete. When you do this, you'll see it everything blinked, and anything that was in the chase number 1 we've erased. So now we're going to be able to reprogram it. Again, when I hit chase 1, you see the display reads chase 1, it's on scene 1 of bank 1. Now we select our first step that we want to put into this chase. I like that, so now I hit MIDI record. You saw the lights blink when I hit MIDI record this time, so that means that's entered in step 1 of chase 1. Now we go to step 2, hit MIDI record. Go back, MIDI record 2, MIDI record. I have some other programs, I have some other scenes programmed in bank 30, so now when I hit bank, it changes bank, so I hit here. So now these are all steps entered in chase 1. To get out of program mode, you merely hold the program down. It goes into blackout mode again. Tap the blackout button. You see the display seeds 101. We hit chase 1. Now we can have the same features of chase. We hit the auto button, hit the tap sync. This is what I recorded. The DMX Operator, once hooked up, will always receive MIDI. If you want to know what channel you're receiving, press and hold the MIDI record button. When you do this, you will see the flashing. The second two numbers are flashing. This is the MIDI channel you're receiving. If you see, I'm receiving channel 2. To receive up, there's 3. We can go down to 1, but I want to receive MIDI 2. Press and hold again, and you're back to your regular. These are your scene 1, bank 1, excuse me, bank 15. We can change, we'll go back to. Now what I've done here is I've set the octave range to send out channel 1 here. First we select the channel we want, and we see it's also channel 2. Then using the octave, we've gone up 3 octaves, and we've set up transposed all the way to a plus 12. This gives me the top end of the keyboard of the MIDI receiving of this. So we're sending out on channel 2. And we're going to start way down here. It's already sending out bank 11, scene 5. And if you go to the chart in your book, you'll see that already is note number 87. So I've gone up 3 octaves on this just so I can show you some of the implementation. This is bank 11, scene 5. I go way up here, and that's bank 14, scene 5. Bank 14, scene 6. You go up again, you'll see it's bank 15, scene 2. Going up again, it's scene 8. Now the next one will start your chase. Well, nothing's going to happen with this unit because we're still in blackout mode. If we go all the way up to the top here, we can actually turn on and off. This is note 126. We've turned off blackout, but now on the display you see this note right here, which is note number 120, is turning on chase number 1, and the first ones I've entered in chase number 1 is scene number 1, bank number 1. Now it's not moving, so what we've had to do is previously set up the chase mode. We were in music trigger, so now by tapping on this to receive the bass notes, you'll see we're in chase mode. Now I want to get out of chase 1. I hit it again. You'll see the display goes back to the scene. I can go up again. Now this is chase 4. Now to turn it off, I hit it again. Went into 3. Turn off 4. Now turn it off. We're in music trigger, so it's going to chase to the music. At the same time, if I want to go just to a scene, I can actually sequence my chases by recording this into a sequencer. Now, if you notice, it's note on, note off. Now it says scene on, but when you hit it again, it doesn't change the set number. That's bank number 13, scene 5, but I've turned it off. Hit it again, it doesn't change the number, but now it's on. If I go to another one, it comes down to scene 1, bank 13. Now if I go down an octave, by hitting the octave, going down 1 octave, what I've done is transpose down here. Now the beginning is on bank 10. Again, there's 11, 12, 13. You notice up here, I'm no longer doing the chases, I'm just addressing the different scans. Coming up again here to octave, I go up 3 octaves, where I know this is going to implement my chases. Here's blackout. Here's my chases. That's MIDI implementation of the DMX Operator. You can control it via MIDI.